Hello everyone, welcome back to AllThemods 9 to the skies. So we did a stream between episodes. We did quite a lot in the stream, if I'm honest. We got ourselves a jetpack, we made some waystones, we went into the nether. So we're at a nether fortress right here. It's really good. That means we can get some wither skeleton skulls whenever we fancy, which is really, really nice. What else do we do? We did a bunch of gates. We did the Enderman gate, super easy, because you can just, I'll tell you what, I'll pop over here. We were going to make a platform and then fight them head on. And instead, we just made this little, you know, like too high thingy. And then we can just attack them and they can't get to me. Sounds good. Set the portal up. That was really good. What else do we do? We made a bulk, what is that? That's a bulk haunting setup, a bulk smoking setup. Smelting and washing. So we did all of that off of 2 water wheels, 2 big ones, right there. And we also made a rotational speed controller, and we set this to 1 because the speed doesn't matter when it comes to fans. If you have a higher speed, the stream of this will go even further. It will go like, you know, over to this block over here or something. But at 1 speed, it will do 3 blocks, and we can chuck stuff here, it will get smelted up, or we can chuck stuff here and it will get washed at the exact same speed, even if this was on like really high. So that was really cool. I did this. I've got a storage controller and I've got a load of drawers just set up. None of these have got upgrades or anything yet. I just slapped them together before the stream. I set this up after the stream right here, which is just a, I think this is a deep slate setup. That's the one. And I was just about to chuck everything in my system and we ran out of power. So I had to turn this off for now. So I would do a load of like sieving and stuff right now. But I have a better idea, and that is we're going to do some mechanism today. Because I want to do the craft... No, not the crafters. What they call the crushers. So we can do a crusher. And we can crush... Where is it? There you go. So we can crush cobblestone 5x down into gravel 5x. Which is ridiculous. There you go. This one here, the highest one. Can you... Yeah, you can crusher it and turn it into gravel. And you can crusher the gravel and turn it into sand. And you can crusher the sand. Never mind, you can't crusher the sand. That is good to know. The heck is that? Oh, you can make glass out of it. Interesting. So, you can only make, what is it? Sand and gravel. It's good to know. Anyway, I want to get those, and I want to get, like, the ultimate factories and stuff like that. So, that's what we're going to do. And before I forget, we also need to, I think, set up all of the thermal upgrades. So, I've got a resonant integral component right here. And I'm going to quickly, with my... I might need to make another extended pattern provider. That's fine. And a molecular assembler, actually. We need one of those as well. So I'll make those 2. And we're going to set up a bunch of things so we can get some of this resonant integral component. I'm going to use these recipes. The ones with the fire charges. Because it means that I don't have to turn anything into... Well, I don't have to use the... what's it called? The induction smelter. It's a waste because we are going to be going through fire charges, but I think it's an okay waste in my opinion. It saves so much time, honestly. It's ridiculous how much time it saves. So, what am I going to do? I am going to do this, and then this, and then I just need to set up all of the recipes. Not going to lie, ran out of iron, so we are doing a bulk smelt right now on iron. And that's a lot right there, that's like 5 stacks, 6 stacks, something like that. Pretty good. I've got a demagnetizer right there, and I do have one of these advanced magnets now. Problem I've got with the advanced magnet is the fact that you've only got 1 charm slot. And I really like the sleep charm, because it means phantoms go away. So, yeah, I'm not going to take off that, I don't think, but yeah. All of these patterns I just took out for now, whilst I set up some more of these extended pattern providers. Extended pattern providers. Just do one of those. There you go. That's going to go off and make us everything. Before I forget, I did just make the repair talisman. A load of people were saying this in the comments to make this, the repair talisman. And it says, repairs nearby players' items, restores 1 durability every second. So if we look right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go, it's going up. Lovely. And that's even doing it on my pickaxe down here, which is pretty good. So by the, like, I don't know, in 10 minutes or so, everything will be fully charged up again, which is great. That's a really good suggestion from everybody, so thank you. Keep those coming, please. Anyway, right, I need to get through automating everything for the integral components. Lovely. Right, this is what I mean about the, you can do a lot of things in world, basically. That is a lot of stacks right there. Imagine how long that would take. And I know I'm not crashing them down first, but really can't be arsed if I'm honest. We might as well just lob them in there. I'm going to get hate for that. I know loads of people want me to use the hammer on this, and I really should. It's just I can't be asked to make like loads and loads of hammers to make sure that that's working. What is really nice is my... oh, you know what? I should get all of my items out. There we go. Get everything out so it gets repaired. So these are all going up. This is going up. This is going up. Even the wander's going up, which is really useful. And that is all of my gold right there. I've run out of gold. So now, can I do resonant components? And I need, I think 7. Oh, I need some sand. Is that it? Alright. Oh, hello, mate. What have you got for me? Oh, yes, please. Tree capitator. So, diamonds. Let's get a diamond axe. And we'll get some emeralds. Thank you very much. That is very useful. Oh, he disappeared. I'm not sure why. That's weird. So, that's really good. We got ourselves a new axe. Do we have an axe in our... We do, but we can get rid of that now. Got a brand new one. Yeah. I might regret turning everything into silent gear, but I haven't regretted it so far. Excellent. Right, now can we make these resonant integral components? Oh no, it's too much of a crafting plan. Alright, let's make 7 hardened and then 7 reinforced and so on and so on. So if we do 7 of these. There you go, they're all coming in. It doesn't need to go through any like machines other than the molecular assemblers right there. We should probably watch it working, to be fair. 7 of those. Let's run over here. You see that? So it is doing its thing. So it's doing this recipe. I could probably put some... do I do that in this? No, I could put some acceleration cards in there, to be fair. But there's no rush, in my opinion. I don't really mind if it's a little slow. It's just fine, yeah. So we'll just leave it. Anyway, this one we can now do 7, I hope. Sounds like we can. So it's going to go off and do that as well. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's doing the thing. Haha. It's a little waste right there. I should probably make the induction smelter eventually, but it's super slow, the induction smelter, so I'd rather just use the fire charge method. And would you look at that, we got 7 already. This should give us enough power for a little while. I just hope my my setup over here can deal with it, if I'm honest. So I think all of these should get, yeah, there we go. They will work 4 times as fast, meaning that they will burn the lava 4 times as fast. So I'm a little worried, tiny little bit worried, that the porcelain crucibles won't be able to like, keep up with this. But you know what? At this point, it's all good. I think we're okay for power. So that is what I was going to do for Mechanism, just to start off. And now we're going to get properly into Mechanism. And then next episode, what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to automate all of these. And then we're going to set up some auto sieves for everything. And then it's kind of hands off from there, which is really useful. We will at some point go back to quests. I just can't be asked to do quests right now. I'll press this button. Okay, I've got some stuff. Bronze. Good, good. Right. Mechanism. I'm going to do my cheapy setup that I always do. I I was talking to a few people on the ATM Discord, and they were like asking how to do the setup that I normally do, the Pilpoh setup, let's say. And that is, you put it in a chest first, and then you like use some pipes to put it into the rest of it. So we need the infusing factory, which that's right here, isn't it? I was like, where's it gone? No. So we actually need to make, I think, yeah, we need to make this amount of them. And that is being charged up already by my player transmitter right there. So I'm actually going to hook that one back up, if I'm honest. There you go. Might be a bad idea doing that, to be fair. Are you going up at all? You're going up quite a bit. And you're going up quite a bit. That's pretty good. Lovely stuff. Right, so we need one for redstone. We need one for coal. So coal, redstone, diamond, and refined obsidian. So we only need 4, which is good. I'm going to put them over here, and we can upgrade them as we go. So I wanted to make gates. I'm going to make a few gates actually. So that's these things. I'm going to make a few more of these if I can. Looks like I can, which is good. That goes in the middle there. So perfect. So, can I set this up neatly? That's the question right there. So, I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's it right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to stick power on the front. We need logic or logistical transport pipes. These ones. That's fine actually. We got a bit of steel. Did I make some steel? Okay, I've got just enough of that. I don't have any infused alloy. That is fine, I believe. And in fact, I think this is just the amount that we need. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we need 1, 2, 3, 4. I need a configurator real quick. Configurator. One of these bad boys. Oh no, I need some stuff. Okay. I'm going to have to do a few bits manually for now. So, and Richmond chamber. Actually, we need one of these as well, really. So I'm going to stick that there. But it doesn't need the weird setup that we're about to do. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to make this one here the metallurgic infuser for redstone. I always like separating them out. I think everyone else does that as well. We've got enriched diamond there as well, which I'll put in the diamond one for now. So if I do iron, got a bit of iron right there. Stick that in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go. I could really do with getting all the upgrades for this as well, not just the whatchamacallits, the like upgrades to factories. Yeah, that would be really useful. Anyway, we need 4 of these. Right, there you go. There's the energy tablet. And if we do this, we are actually going to get that filled up as well. I just realised because player transmitter is the thing. Anyway, the reason we needed this is so we could disconnect these pipes from each other. These logistical transport pipes, or whatever they're called. Transporters. Isn't that a film with Jason Statham in it? Anyway, that's what we're going to do right there. And now I need to put a chest on each of these, or a barrel. Let's just do a regular barrel, because I like the look of barrels. I think they look pretty decent. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. So the way that this works is we put all of the items into the barrel, and then we pull out of the barrel like this. So this side we're going to set. So let's look at it from the front. The top side is where we're going to put the red slot right there. So if we do that, top is input for red, and then the back side is where we put the extra. And the extra on this one is actually this bit here. So that's where we put like the redstone or the, coal or whatever. So that's the plan. So all we need to do is, for example, you can't put you can't put iron in the extras right there. So if I were, I'll tell you what, let's just quickly get these sorted out here. So that is just set all of these to pull, and then this one over here, set this one to pull as well. The main thing for this comes down to the recipes that you put together. So I'm gonna have to put a, oh, we need some cables to come over here, but that's fine. I'm gonna have to put a pattern provider on the back of these. They don't need to be the extended ones because, well, yeah, the extended ones have loads of patterns that you can put in there, and these don't need loads of patterns. So pattern provider, let's do 5. So by cable facades, what I mean is this, and it makes it look like the block. And what is amazing, and I don't know how they did this, but Chipped has got a connected texture right here with the white concrete, and it actually connects with the cable facade. I've never seen that in any other mod, and it's very nice. I really like that. Anyway, we're gonna get a bunch of these. And I'm just gonna do one of those. There we go. We've got 64 of this. Probably shouldn't have made that much, but oh well. But yeah, you can basically turn this so it looks... Oh. How do you do a... Oh, I think you just literally... Yeah, that is connected right there. That's pretty cool. One device. Missing channel. Why is it missing? That is a question, right? Oh, because it's coming off of this. And it needs to be coming off of this. Okay, I actually have a way around that. And that is by using... What's the thing called? This thing. Quartz fiber. So we put a quartz fiber on top there. We put a quartz fiber here. And then we can connect it up like this. And there we go. I think that's 5 of 8 channels. Perfect. So these right here are taking up some channels on the dense cable that we've got right there. But yeah, we can use 5 of those right there. Anyway. Channels are a pain, but they are a necessary evil, in my opinion, when it comes to applied energistics. I know those that like refined storage. I like refined storage, by the way. I know those that like refined storage always point out cables as like, not cables, channels as the big thing why they don't like it. This is sort of done now, other than the fact that we need something to be pulling out of these. So I'm going to have a modular router, and I'm probably going to make an interface. So what the distributor module does is if we set this to, let's output to the front. So in fact, what I need to do is set all of these up now. So let's do extras back. Input is top, which is like anything else. And then front is where we're going to output. And then I can do one of those. So modular routers has got a weird thing right now where you can't really see where you've blinked, but it is on the front here. It's kind of inside the block, but you can sort of see it right there, that green. So we're going to do the same with this. The funny thing is, we actually needed 4 infused alloy for the configuration card. There it is. So what you can do with this is shift, right click, and it takes all of the options that you've put on your metallurgy confuser, for example, and then you can just right click it on there, Control C, Control V, exactly. So you can see that we've got that configuration. This one has now got that configuration. This one has now got that configuration, so on and so on. It's very useful. So we can do the same here, and I'm even going to do it on the front of this one if I can. Let's do output right there. We'll do input back. There you go. Nice one. Right. And then what I want to do is I'm going to put this modular router right there. Do one of those. And that will pull everything out of the... If it's in range, I think it should be in range. It's going to pull everything out of these 5 machines. And we just need a sender module. I think we had another one, didn't we? We did. Pop down here, and I think it's right on the face, so right on the front we want that to send. So for example, if we want to put this concrete in, we do that. it's going to send it into the interface, and the interface is just going to chuck it in our system. So let's see, we've got 81 carats right there. So if I take 1 carat out and I put it in the modular router right there, you'll see it goes back up to 81 because it's putting it in the system. Nice. So let's set up some recipes. This one's going to be for enriched coal or enriched carbon. So, oh, I need some patterns. Let's make 32 if we can. Yes, we can. Thank you. So the first thing I should probably do is set up the enriched stuff. So, for example, enriched carbon, we want to do just coal, I guess. So we did diamond to enriched diamond, and then finally we got enriched obsidian from refined obsidian dust. Now, refined obsidian we'll come back to in a minute, but this one should be relatively simple to set up. We just do that. And what it'll do is it will push stuff into this. So for example, let's get some enriched redstone. So I'm going to do one of those. There you go. It put a redstone in there, and it's going to give us an enriched one. And now I want to see it pull out of... Oh, did I not put the... Just remembered. This is still on the other mode. So what you can do is you can do right-click on the distributor module and turn it into like the opposite of a distributor module, which pulls into the modular router. That's the one that I was going to set it on. So if we have a look up here, there you go. You see that? It pulled that out. And now, if we go over to our setup, we've got 1 enriched redstone. Perfect. Now we can use the enriched redstone as something for our patterns. So we're going to be like, this one is... So if I get rid of that, we use an enriched redstone there instead. And then we know that we get 80 millibuckets of redstone from that. So we need to make 8, or use 8 iron ingots, and then we get 8 of these infused alloys out of it. I hope this makes sense. It probably doesn't, if I'm honest, but this is the way that I've always done it. Ooh, flipping heck. And then you stick that in here. Now, as I said, iron can't go in here, redstone can't go in here, so, or enriched redstone definitely can't go in here. I'll show you. It just redstone in general can't. So what will happen is the iron will be pulled out, and it will always be pulled out to the side where it will land in here. And then the redstone, or the enriched redstone I should say, will be pulled out, and it will always land in this side. And then there you go, you got your recipe. So let's, I put that one in already. Let's get some infused alloy. So I'm going to do this, which is middle click. If you do a middle click on one of those, and we say 1, but you'll see it says, well, we can't make 1. We can make 8 though. Is that cool? So we say start. First thing it's going to do, oh, I already had an enriched redstone, didn't I? So first thing it's going to do is stick the enriched redstone into this area, and then it's going to put the iron in this area, and then that's going to make infused alloy. Be pulled out into our system. I'm going to set some modular router muffler upgrades, so you don't see the beam every single time it finishes. There you go, so you don't see that blue beam, because it's kind of annoying after a while. And it's really bad for your FPS. Or it's not good for your FPS, I should say. So, anyway, there's that. Let's go back to the enriched. So, there's this recipe here, which is, it uses double. So if I do this and get rid of that, and you can actually drag from JEI, put it in there. We know that this uses double, so middle click on that, and we can set that to 4 instead of 8. And again, we can get 4 out of that. So there you go. So there's 1. I'm going to set up all of the other recipes. So like, I know, for example, we can make 8 enriched iron. So we're going to do that. Set this one to 8 as well. And we can get steel dust the same way. So if we do this, go to steel dust, shift click on that one, chuck this one in. It's kind of tedious setting up all the recipes first, but you've got to do it, right? Unless you do the other way, which I will show you in a second as well. The other way you do it is you just have an export on here, and you export, like in this case, because we're going to use this one as like the one with enriched coal, or enriched carbon, I should say, you can just export enriched carbon into this metallurgy confuser in here, and then this will fill all the way up. And then when you put some iron in there, the recipe's super easy. It's 1 iron turns into an enriched iron, 1 enriched iron turns into a steel dust. So you basically ignore this. And that is what I would do if I was rich. And I will probably change this out when I am rich in resources. But for now, we're not rich in resources. So stick that one in too. And I can get that from the enrichment chamber. So this enrichment chamber recipe goes in just like that. This pattern right here goes in just like that and that. And then finally, we've got the enriched obsidian, which we can use only for making the atomic alloys. And it's a weird one, this one, because you can only make 2 out of this. So you do this, and then you set that to 2, you set that one to 2 as well. So the final test to see if we've got everything right there is if we can make some atomic alloy, because it will do everything. So let's try that. Go. Atomic alloy. So that's going to do literally everything. It's going to try and enrich everything. It's enrich all the obsidian right there. It's going to be pulled in. Should probably make some speed upgrades for this thing down here. I'll make the muffler upgrades whilst I'm at it as well. There we go. Just put some muffler upgrades in there. And how are we doing? Nothing has got upgrades in these right now. I think there's 1 energy upgrade in this one right here, but here we go. That is making some reinforced alloys. Oh, it's doing it. It's doing it. There we go. Refined obsidian is in there. We've got 80. That is going to go down to 40. When this one's made, 40. There it is. Why is this one still going? I'm confused by that. Nice one. So that one seems to be working now. What we can do... Oh, I suppose we need to pull out all of these, right? As a quest as well. I did say I didn't really want to do the quests today, but rewards in it. So, I think now that we've got that, let's get some installers. Installer, like that. Yeah, there we go. So, I'm going to set up the recipes for each of these. Ah, that's a point. We also need a recipe, once I've done that one, for each of the advanced, or like the control circuits. Like that. There you go. So, we will put these in our molecular assembler. Basically, getting upgrades for machines today is what I seem to be doing, which is fair enough, isn't it? It's fine. And then we also need a speed upgrade, which is this one. Now, we don't have any way of getting osmium dust, so for now, I'm going to make that manually. I'll set up a crusher later on, like one that we can put recipes in. We'll be setting up a crusher anyway, because we need it for like a bunch of sand and gravel and stuff, right? So that is the speed upgrade. Let's do the energy upgrade. It's this one. That is the other one. I'll also get a load of gold dust, because why not? Nice. So each one of these can take 8 speed, 8 energy. So we need 32, 40? I think we need 40 of each. Right, there you go. Got a little bit more redstone. So that is going right now as well. We've got 2 crafts on the go. I love this, that we can do at least 4 at the same time. Refined storage, you don't need to do any of this. It will just automatically, you can have like 50 of them running at the same time. So that is one main like plus towards refined storage. So the last thing I wanted to do was installer. I need to make like 5 of each of these, don't I? So let's get that one going. I probably... Yes, I probably... Oh, I need to do this one first. Out of osmium. Okie dokie. This is quite a lot of stuff that I'm I'm doing right here, to be fair, but it needs to be done eventually, right? We did get one. Okay, we got 2 installers right there, which is really useful. Apparently, as a quest, we're going to do that, and we're going to set this one to auto sort. And basically it just makes you 3 of these for like barely anything. So I'm also going to put that on the infuser right there. And then we'll auto sort it as well. So that's really cool because all of these things are going to go into here and they're all going to be processed at the same time. Also has a bigger like inventory for the redstone to be used. And then when we get another installer, like we can grab this installer right here, stick it on that one, so on and so on. Energy upgrades, I'm going to actually use those energy upgrades on these. You can shift right click 8 of them at a time, and it did all 8 onto here now. So this is using a lot less power than it was previously, right? Wait, we can see it if we go to upgrades. Energy upgrades. 10 times more effective when it uses its power. So that means it uses 10 times less power, which is insane. Cool, and I think it's done, you know. So now, all we have to do is wait on this, which is going to take flipping ages because there's so much in there. I probably shouldn't have done all of the energy upgrades first. I probably should have done some of the speed upgrades first, but yeah, it's all good. Right, now these have got all of the upgrades in them. You can see how quick they are. They're pretty flipping quick, must admit. And then now I'm going to upgrade them even further. So now they've got 5 places they can go, which is ridiculous. I might actually upgrade all of the logistical transport pipes as well at some point. Anyway, that's pretty good. Last thing, oh yeah, that was just me getting 5 of the elite installers so we can do even more of these. And now they've got loads more. I want to do the last ones, but I'm out of iron, so I'm going to have to maybe grab some of the iron out of here and do some mining. Can't believe I have to mine in this pack. It's so weird. And that is us making the ultimate tier installer right there. Perfect. Ah, damn it. I wasn't supposed to put that on there. Whoops. Anyway, this is me putting on all of these. I don't know what happened there. When I landed like this, I must have right-clicked on it. Weird. Anyway, there you go. They're all upgraded now, so they're super quick. And that is Mekanism automated. I don't know how long I've been recording for, but I feel like it hasn't been that long, so we're just going to continue on, I think. I was just looking at it, and I set this up as well, the iron furnace, obsidian furnace, and the ultimate crushing factory. This one is because I'm purely really lazy when it comes to making the dusts right here. So osmium dust and gold dust I didn't want to do. But with these being like right next to the pattern providers, we don't actually need these to be like sucked in by the modular router we've got downstairs. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the back to be input and output. Input, output, and then ejection on. Yeah, eject on. And I can do the same with this. So input and output, and then ejection on. Meaning something goes in here, and then it gets output here, and then that gets forced back into the pattern provider. Because there is a return inventory right here. I can't do it with these ones over here because, well, they're not connected directly to the pattern provider. If they were connected directly to the pattern provider, it'd be different, right? I could do an output on them, but they're not, so shame. Right, that was a lot of mechanism right there, and it's completely automated with applied energistics. This really works well with refined storage as well. You just put the crafters where the pattern providers are, right there, and you make sure they're pointed into the things properly. You can't do the return inventory thing, but I mean, you just do an importer when it comes to refined storage. But yeah, I've got a guide on this. So the part 2 of my really old refined storage guide is where I do this. I do like a mechanism setup in that. Really similar to this. It's not the exact same because obviously this is quite squished together. I used to do it in this like really weird star pattern where the enrichment chamber was like right in the middle and then they all branched off to the sides, but this also works. So that's what I'm doing today. Anyway, this is where I'm going to call it for today. So thank you for watching, thanks for joining, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.